Quick question. Are you experiencing undesirable patterns that always seem to show up over and over and over and over again in your life? For example, are you experiencing this in your love life? You always seem to attract the same type of relationship. No matter what you do, you just always seem to attract the same type of relationship. And it's just driving you nuts. Or let me give you another example. Are you experiencing patterns in your financial abundance or your financial life rather, where you receive money in and then the money leaves as soon as it comes in? So in other words, you receive money in and then it goes out. You receive money in and then it goes out. So I just want you to think about the undesirable patterns that you are experiencing in your life, if any. Just take a moment and then just have a look at your life and ask yourself, am I experiencing undesirable patterns in my life that always seem to show up like clockwork? Take a moment and just become aware. Now I'm going to share something with you that is absolutely powerful, because the reason why you're experiencing these patterns is actually for you to grow. Because the only reason why the pattern is showing up in your life is an opportunity for you to grow and expand. Because remember who you are not just this body. You're not just this body, you are emanating this body, right? So you are the God self or your higher self or whatever you want to call that power. That is you, that is actually having a human experience. So now, in order for you to enjoy this human experience on this planet is for you to grow and to expand. Now, the only way you're going to grow and expand is if you obviously have these opportunities that we call problems, obstacles, challenges, whatever the case may be, right? When you have those opportunities, you now have an opportunity to actually go to the next level of your human experience, right? Because without these opportunities, and I'm calling it opportunities, without these opportunities, there would be no opportunity for us to thrive, no opportunity for us to grow, no opportunity for us to expand. But now what happens is that we have been taught to run away from these problems, from these obstacles, from this challenge. We've been taught to run away and not to actually be with it, become aware of it, sit with it, and ask, why is this showing up in my life over and over and over again? Now I'll share my personal life and experience with you guys. I've been taught, so whenever there's an undesirable pattern in my life or a problem or obstacle, I've been taught to use affirmations and just to take an affirmation and almost is putting like a bandage on a wound and just affirmation. And sometimes it would work, but most of the time it would actually make me feel more anxious, sometimes depressed, and it would actually drive me crazy because I was actually running away from this opportunity. I was running away from it. And as a result, I didn't grow from it because all I did was just put an affirmation on it, hope, and hoping for it to actually disappear. But of course not, it would not. The affirmation would kind of help for a certain period of time because the affirmation allowed me to suppress that emotion or that feeling or that opportunity. I was just suppressing it. And you know, if you just think about a bottle of champagne, right? If you suppressing and put, something on top of that bottle of champagne. You're like, no, 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 can't come out now. You can't come out. You're like, okay, it will be cool. That bottle of champagne will be cool for a week, 2, a month. But the moment that thing comes off, then it's this whole spiral, so that's what I used to experience. And I used to spiral out of control, experience these episodes of anxiety, fear, depression, and I would just find myself laying on bed, curl up in a ball, being so sorry for myself, and just asking why. While at the time, I never knew that these undesirable patterns that showed up was actually an opportunity for me to face it, not to run away from it, not to be afraid of it, but to face it. To face it. And to inquire why. So let me give you another example. I had loads of opportunities throughout my life that I made a lot of money, and which I was, grateful for, and also, fortunate. But however, I never could actually seem to, save all this money. It was always coming in and going out, coming in and going out, coming in and going out, coming in and going out. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? So that was one of the patterns that I had to dissolve. And when I actually had to really sit with myself and found out, what the hell, why is this always showing up? Why is it always happening? And it took me through my childhood. And so I grew up very poor, and there was always fighting and arguing about money, and there just was never enough money. There was never enough money. And when the money would come in, then it would leave again, coming and leave again, coming and leave again. So as a child, I immediately concluded that, oh, okay, so there's never enough money. There's never enough money, because even if they come, even if we do get money, and then it would just leave as soon as it came in. And so at the time I was like, okay, money is limited. Clearly, money is limited, and there's never enough money. So I accepted that belief. So now, because my beliefs actually create my reality, or my assumptions create my reality, I experience that belief throughout my life, irrespective of how much money I made. It's only when I had to face that belief and say, hey, this is not ultimately true. Yes, it took some time, but when I finally dissolved it and got rid of it and really accepted the truth, because the truth is, my true identity, which is my God self, is already abundant. There's nothing else for me to do. The only thing for me, or for my body in this case, is to accept that I am already abundant. And that acceptance will now just show me all these evidences, opportunities of abundance. But there was a struggle, because my body obviously believed in that belief that money was limited and there was never enough. But the moment I faced that belief and say, this is not ultimately true, that's not ultimately true, no, my financial situation changed. My bank account, got comfortable. Money stayed in there. I now wake up to awesome opportunities every day. Every day, my wife and I, we wake up to new clients, new opportunities, and now it just seems as though we constantly just adding more financial streams of abundance in our lives because I've accepted that I am financially abundant. Now my 3D has to show me evidences of that, whether I like it or love it. That's just how it is. That's how the universe, if you will, operates. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys and say, hey, if you experiencing undesirable patterns, know that this is an opportunity for you to grow and to expand, because if you're actually going to see it as that, your life will never be the same again. Because now you no longer have to run away and use affirmations and use all these tools, methods, and techniques and stuff like that. No, you can now face it head on and say, hey, well, it's not ultimately true. This is not me. Yes, I mean, I accepted it when I maybe was a child or teenager or an adult. I don't know, but it's not ultimately true. No, not at all. So I just wanted to share this with you guys and to remind you that you are infinite and you're limitless. That is your true identity. You're having a human experience. Your human experience may have some limitations, such as beliefs that you've accepted when you were a child, teenager, or an adult that is not serving you. But the moment you see those beliefs as just, okay, well, it was just an idea that I repeated in my mind all these years, it's not going to control your life anymore. And you will then see that your reality will now be different. That's why Neville Goddard says, when you change your conception of yourself, what is your conception of yourself? What you believe to be true about yourself. When you change how you believe to be true about yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Automatically. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it amazing? The 3D changes automatically. Why? Because the 3D reflects the 4D. And the 4D is your imagination. It is consciousness. So whatever you accept right now and you say it is done, the 3D has to reflect it automatically. Isn't it wonderful? If you need help with coaching or anything else, we have courses, we have a lot of things that could maybe assist you. You can find all the details in the description below. And as always, keep smiling, and I'll catch you on the next one.